Welcome back, guys. Here I am again, and in my last video I was start working on old Yamaha Ss800, but today I'm going to do a quick, not service. I had to do a little modification on this little baby here. This is the 06 800 SS Ducati, and the owner, the girl is a little bit short, so I have to lower a little bit. I already dropped the front section. I already dropped adjusted the forks. I just at least like 3" lower the front now, but the rear one, you have to be careful because I did try it. But you don't really able to lower much, especially this one, because some of the bike has a dog bone, a little linkage. You can buy a shorter, and you can adjust differently, but not this one. And I just heard it. Oh, just cut the spring. You cannot just cut the spring on the suspension, on the shock, because the shock itself has some kind of trouble. And if you make it shorter because of the spring, it doesn't mean you're going to work well. So I don't think so it work at all. So I did try to look up completely shorter shock. Like I say, this one was like eye to eye was like 13", and I find I think 11.5", maybe 12. I gotta look it up, but I want to go a little bit like 1" shorter, completely 1" shorter shock. So, and hopefully that's gonna be enough to drop the bike at least like I think we're gonna go lower than like maybe 2", and I think that's gonna be good enough. I'm going to make a measurement. I'm gonna find a measuring point after and before, so I'm able to see how much the seat position is getting lower. So right now I'm just going to lift it up and remove the seat, lift up the tank, and try to remove the factory shock, and try to just install the new one what I just got, and see if I get any lower. I think it's gonna be lower, definitely. So yeah, this is gonna be the 2-day project, and now time lapse. So this wasn't difficult at all. The original measurement, I measured here in the middle of the bolt over here, and originally was 28", and with this, yeah, I measured the shock. The original was 13", and this is 11.5" eye to eye, that center hole to center hole. And so anyway, right now the measurement is 26 and 1/8. So I almost dropped it for 2 inch, and that is, I think that is perfect. I'm just going to measure it quickly. How much is the seat position? Just roughly, because that's also important, but I don't think I want to go lower than this. I'm going to adjust a little bit more, make it, it's just adjustable shock, so you can adjust it how fast or slow, but yeah, this is just for right now. I think will work. So let's see, I'm just going to measure the seat position at the moment. It's 30 inch, and how much was it completely? Oh yes, yeah, I already wrote it down. How much was the seat position? Was 32. So right now I'm on 30, and it, that basically 2 inch. 2 inch is good enough, and I don't mess with the, just cut it shortly. That's why they said you just cut it. Just cut the spring. That's just not right. So I'm not going to do that. And even though if you just completely make it loose, all you can see, there's gonna be very soft tail. So that's not good either. So I had to come up with something, and that shock is some aftermarket, but pretty good product. So it is just adjustable. So you can adjust a little bit. I think the rear shock is also important, but of course the front is more important. When you adjust the preload and the rebound. No, I think it's a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to play with it a little bit more, but just for right now, I think it's pretty good. In this case, looks good for me. I lowered 2 inch. That is pretty good, and also not a stupid and a cheap way. Just cut the spring, stuff like that. So I just installed a shorter suspension, and works great. I'm going to make a little test ride. How's acting with my weight, and of course she's like I think not even 100 pounds, not even maybe 100 pounds. So she's a little lightweight girl, and before I'm going to the ride, I'm gonna make the kickstand. I want to cut it and make it shorter, like a ½ inch, maybe an inch shorter, and weld it together. Weld this back, and I'm just going to take a quick ride, and let's hit it. Yes, so look like we are all set here. I'm just going to a little bit brush it off. I'm going to give black spray on right after it's cooled down. So it's still hot, so I'm not going to spray it. And then I'm just going to put back the terminals, and I'm just going to go on a little test ride, and that's it. So that was a little bit shorter, just a quick service, a quick modification. So hopefully she will like it. I just dropped another additional 2 inch on the rear, and I already did at least 2.5, 3 inch on the front. So we are pretty good now. I don't think gonna be safe to go any lower. I think we need a gap on the belly. So where we are at the moment, like 2.5 inch, and I don't want to go lower than 2.5 inch. I think we need that gap. So yeah, that's it for now, guys. If you liked it, hit the like please, and if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe, and see you in my next video. Peace.